My name is Max. I'm a senior at Guilford College. As an autistic person, I spent most of my life feeling like there was something wrong with me. I was always doing something the incorrect way, whether it was how and when I talked, my facial expressions, or taking things too literally. I often did these things in a way that wasn't socially acceptable. I was usually labeled as just too sensitive, and to many in my life, I was just an introvert that needed to try harder. And that feeling of wrongness was unknowable for so many of my formative years. It was something so intangible at times that it was dizzying. It often manifested as this heavy cloud of confusion that suffocatingly hung over every aspect of my life. This led me to jump from school to school, hoping each time the new place would fit, hoping these fresh starts would bring me some sort of clarity. But the smoke never really cleared, and I was always stuck wondering why. It took me coming to terms with my neurodivergency only within the last year or two to really realize that it wasn't the places that didn't fit. I just never had the support system that I truly needed. Coming to semester in the city and 826 Boston, my internship site, was the first time I truly felt accommodated. From the beginning, my internship mentor, Miranda, left the door open to express ins and outs of how I function. Instead of assuming that she and I worked, communicated, and dealt with stress the exact same way, she provided a Working With Me 101 worksheet that she even filled out herself to leave the space open to discuss those things. Because I'm someone who struggles greatly with task initiation, people have often seen my external inaction as not caring, which couldn't be farther from the truth. So avoiding these assumptions with Miranda right out of the gate aided in circumventing much of the strife I've experienced in my life because of these false assumptions. And since I'm not used to expressing my needs so openly, this exercise and sharing them with a new person was very terrifying. But ultimately, I'm proud of myself for being vulnerable. Weekly one-on-one check-ins where we could both discuss our goals, what we're proud of, and what we hope to improve, helped to create an environment in which I felt safe and equal. Her behavior showed me that you don't have to think, share information, or even express yourself in the same way to work well with somebody. It takes a difference between communication and comprehension. Yes, she and I had great communication, but Miranda also took the time to make sure I understood. In the end, the environment at 826 Boston made me feel comfortable enough to be unsure of things. So now, in moments of unclarity, I'm someone who is able to recognize that asking questions is not a way of making up for a weakness. It's actually a skill to know when you don't know. Now I'm someone who knows that progress, whether in the wider world or within the deepest parts of myself, starts at vulnerability and not expertise. Thank you.